Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. So, last update you seen, we're putting 4-inch charge pipes on it. The custom cam did show up. Put the whole new intake setup on, custom cams in, and car sounded really good. So, headed out to the track last night, which would have been what? February 15th. And left the same tune up in the car, wasn't sure, we'll just see what happens with it. Car left super soft, which is good because I was hoping that this intake setup and all this would kill a little low end torque. So the car left soft, came on strong, top of first gear. Everything was good in second. About 500 foot, maybe a little before that, I don't know. As soon as I put it in drive, there was fluid on the windshield. I thought it'd be awful odd that the car would blow a head gasket. Then I seen flames. So head gaskets don't shoot flames. So managed to get the car stopped. Got my time slip afterwards. Car went a 577 at 118. So pretty much as soon as the fluid come on the windshield, and I noticed it, I was probably going across the stripe. I had already been off the accelerator. Went ahead and killed all power to the car. Managed to get it stopped and got out. And I do have a kill switch in the car next to me, which if you people are racing and you don't have one, I recommend one. Heaven forbid if something should happen, you get knocked out, you can't shut the power to the car off, and you're relying on whomever at the other end of the track to come up. If something's going wrong, you have the opportunity to kill it yourself. So anyways, got out of the car, ran around back, hit the other kill switch just to ensure there's nothing going on with the car. Grabbed my fire extinguisher, ran around the front. By that time, the whole engine was essentially engulfed. I proceeded to empty my fire extinguisher on it, and track crew got there. They used theirs, got it out quickly, and I see there's fuel lines melted, and one of them has come off the end, which is weird because this shit don't just pop off. Then I noticed the belt's all raveled up. So tonight I'm out in the garage. I'll spin you around so you can see. Here, this is my crispy belt. So this right here is what caused said damage. Now mind you, this car doesn't throw belts. At least it never used to. And this was, I mean, you can see it's burnt, but it's just a new belt. So after I did some work to this thing, shit, I don't even remember what I did now. Maybe it's we had the turbo kit all apart. I don't recall. Anyways, I had the belt off the car. Put the belt back on. First time we went back to the track, first run, car through the belt. Got warm, coming down the return road. I'm like, what the hell's going on? The belt was laying in it. Ever since then, it's been perfectly fine. Put the car all together. I mean, we were in the garage. We tested it up on the two-step. Revved it. Everything's good. And went to the track. And I'm going to tell you, the belt broke. I mean, it's definite. It's a break. It's not melted and it broke. So for some reason, the belt broke, came off. And let me show you the ensuing carnage. So at that point in time, so here is radiator line. It's melted. Of course, where the heat sleeve was, it looks beautiful. Lower hose I thought was good, but not so much. That's crunchy. This is fuel line. And this got pulled off the car. And there's a witness mark on the intake tubing. You can see right there. And that belt would have come at an angle going this direction. that come up, and I believe it knocked my fitting out right there. So when that happened, headers are glowing, everything's on, and then you get this. So it looked worse yesterday. Not that it looks good now by any means, but we have charred wires down there. Unfortunately, my fire extinguisher, corrosive. So I have all this white powder, which is a nightmare. I'm assuming, maybe not. I figured the alternator would be toast. Alternator wiring's still good, but as you can see here, yeah, not so much. This is coolant temp sense. Thankfully, I will say the injectors on this side look good. Back here, utter destruction. How bad and how far it goes, I don't know. At minimum, this thing is going to need a whole Holley harness. But I think I'm going to end up, it was something I talked about before. The car's been through so many changes of just rewiring the whole car. So at this point in time, that's what's going to happen. I haven't even gotten the injectors off on this side yet. Crispy critters. Yeah, probably going to need a new tensioner pulley. I think this one's not going to cut it. And, it nipped a bunch of stuff. That's good and crispy. O2 sensors, probably good. The heat shield saved that, perhaps. And kind of getting under. All the plug wires are bad. And we turn the light on here. Yeah. So all the plug wires are back. The wire that actually goes back into the car, that's not looking very good either. All my coolant overflow line and wiring to the front of the car is bad. Headers, smoked. And I just bought some Cerakote to do the exhaust and the intake pipes, and it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot more than that. But my first thought was maybe an injector O-ring, but that definitely wasn't what the cause of it was. Yeah, it looks like the windshield will clean up. Stuff down the bottom of the car. And it doesn't look like anything actually came inside. And there was no flames up inside the car, which I was very thankful for. Now, of course, I have not taken my Hans device off yet, off my helmet. I did not check behind the dashboard yet, but I'm going to get the ECU out of the car. I'm hoping that when I killed the power, I killed it quick enough that it didn't fry the whole ECU, because that's really going to blow. And I don't know, we'll find out. Dipstick. Yeah, not so much. I think that ain't coming out anytime quick. So anyways, guys, I have a lot of cleaning. A lot of wiring. Guys, I'm going to look for suggestions on easy way to wire this thing. Maybe something with some solid state relays in it. All in one board. Easy peasy. I need headlights, tail lights, brake lights. Really don't care if I got turn signals. That's about it. Fuel pump wiring. So the car's got 3 pumps. So there's, 3 relays going on there. Starter. Not sure how many total circuits I would need. I would think 8 would probably be more than enough to do it. If it was something with 10 to 12, even better. You got room for other stuff. And I'm also looking for suggestions on fuel line. Now, from the back of the car up to the front, it's a -10 PTFE. And then on the engine side, it was all good Parker push lock. So good stuff. Like I said, I've tried taking these things off. For the harder you pull, the tighter it gets. So something definitely slapped it good. Bastard. So anyways, this thing's coming out. Transmission's coming out. It'll get put on the stand, get stripped down a little bit, go through, scrub everything up. Everything will get sandblasted. Then I can get my Cerakote going. And yeah, start getting on everything cleaned up. And I'm probably down for the summer. So it's just going to be time consuming. And I don't mind being down for the summer because it rains every day and it's too hot anyways. So once the engine goes back in, things start going back together. Before that happens, talking to JJ at work, I don't know if we want to get ambitious and cut the whole floor out of the car and go ahead and do a bunch of tubing under the floorboard, tying into the frame, kind of doing like a 25-2, 25-5. Now that'll take some alterations on the cage that's already there. The stupid front and back bar, that's got to go for a diagonal. Then there'll be a funny car cage and, you know, an X-brace in the back. And I'm going to lose the 16-gallon fuel cell for something small that can be in a container and sealed away from the passenger compartment. I'm really kind of surprised they let me run the car like this, actually. But never have any problems in the back there. It's got rollover protection. It won't leak. So, I don't know. I got a lot of thinking to do right now. I'm just kind of going through it. I'm going to pull some stuff off and kind of assess what I have and if I'm going to come across anything that I might be missing. So I'm kind of making a list. And it won't be cheap, but it won't be outrageously expensive either. Engine wise, it just looks like crap. Looks like somebody poured concrete all over everything. So everything will be good there. Everything will clean up. Nothing got ingested into the engine. Because I know this stuff could raise havoc inside the engine. So none got up into the turbo, which I'm thankful for. You know, everybody kind of laughs at this little goofy, you know, inlet pipe, but hey, that saved me while I was dumping the fire extinguisher to it. So anyways, I'm safe. Overall, the car's okay. It's just a bunch of wire and frustration and time. So suggestions on fuel lines, guys. What the hell is everybody using? I don't know. I thought the socketless stuff was good, like the push lock. I don't know. My God, I'm not talented enough to run like aluminum hardline. I don't think so. Probably not that. But if somebody wants to comment up on this, let me know what you guys run, what you have good experience with, what you feel is safe. Yeah, let me know. I'm open for options. But anyways, I'll have some updates coming as things progress. And the engine comes out, what we find, and I'll amass my mess on the floor here of things that are junk going forward. Yeah, that's it. Nothing exciting. Not at all. But listen, I mean, you do it enough years, shit happens. It's the way it is. Just kind of irritating. It's always the cheapest part that just ruins everything. So anyways, guys, with that, I'm going to let you go. And as I dig further along in this, I'll have updates to come. Thanks.